Hello there, this is Vic Caesar. And yes, if you figured it out, yes, the 1674 won't be delivering this to you today. I will. And this is actually the beginning of a series called Tales. And today I have a story about my Uncle Jack to tell you. I really hope you enjoy this. You see, my Uncle Jack is a great man. He's loved and respected by the people. He used to say to me, "Fear nothing and fear no one. Just believe in yourself and have faith, and you'll be able to conquer whatever." However, Uncle Jack woke up by 12:20 a.m. on the 13th of May 2013 with fear running through his spine. Not because he had a nightmare, but because his bedroom door began to open slowly, accompanied by a low but familiar racketing sound which was barely unpleasant to his ears. You see, he was conscious about the fact that he had no visitor in his house that night. None of his children lived with him, and his wife also had gone to visit her mother who took ill. He quickly glided to the drawer by his bedside where he normally kept his pistol. But lo and behold, he realized the gun was missing. Finally, the door got to its opening limits with his eyes still fixed at it, but nothing happened. No one showed up. He waited for a couple of seconds, yet nothing happened. He also remembered turning off all the lights in the apartment, yet light invaded the darkness in his room from the well-illuminated hallway. He then suspected that he was no longer as alert as he used to be. He had no doubt that the intruder had walked in, robbed him of his weapon, and was now inviting him to play a little hide-and-seek game. He believed calling the police would do no good. The intruder would definitely get impatient and either confront him or retreat. But he wanted none of such options. He wanted to prove to us that he is still the Uncle Jack we used to know. So he got out of bed and looked around for a weapon, but none was available in his bedroom. He peeked into the hallway and it was empty as he expected. He slowly and quietly walked toward the door. He got to the doorpost and halted. To his right stood the door leading to the sitting room. Lights still off, but the drapes prevented him from getting a glimpse of the interior. He was confident his visitor was waiting there, but he moved ahead cautiously and walked into the kitchen, where he picked up a pestle. You see, this pestle was a little bit bigger than a baseball bat. He had seen several people launch attacks in movies several times using a baseball bat, and he has always fantasized doing the same. He admitted being scared of the unknown, but was glad the opportunity to fulfill his fantasy presented itself. He walked out of the kitchen and scanned the rooms, and they were all empty. He then turned off the light in the hallway so his vision could get accustomed to the darkness before going into the gloomy sitting room. By the time his vision adjusted to the darkness, he was fully ready for action. He said that moment he could feel the intensity. He used the pestle to knock off the curtain, and as it fell, he took a defense stance immediately. But as soon as the displaced curtain reached the ground, the lights came on, and he got paralyzed by what he saw as well as what he heard. His family stood in front of a beautiful cake with the inscription "Mr. Incredibly 70" as they sang a wonderful birthday song for him. He was dumbfounded, looking at his old but incredibly gorgeous looking wife and opening his mouth but still out of words. He lowered his weapon. His wife walked up to him slowly and handed the gun and his mobile phone to him. She had taken the mobile phone as well to ensure they had no other visitor, but he had eliminated the option of calling for help even without realizing his phone was missing. Initially, he wondered how the intruder was able to walk into the bedroom to disarm him before waking him up, and now he knew how. They lived together in the house. She knew everything about the house, including the fact that lifting the bedroom door a little bit while Opening it was going to prevent the hinges from emitting any sound. It was a wonderful gathering they had that night. They sat together in the sitting room that early, squandering every edible that was available and laughing their ass out as they watched the dictator. I mean, you've just got to admit it. When General Aladdin talks, the whole world laughs. But when the movie ended, his wife whispered to him, saying that the past hours were still forgettable, but she was going to make sure that day remained unforgettable for the rest of his life. And yes, she did achieve it. For right there in their bedroom, she made him feel like he was consummating all over again. The feeling was so wonderful to him, yet something felt weird, and that's the fact that in the end, he was in bed with the intruder. And that's my And that's my story about my Uncle Jack. I really hope you enjoyed it. And please, if you noticed any flaw in my speech pattern or my story itself, or maybe you have a story you'd like me to write on, just drop everything at the comment box. And do like this, favorite it, and also subscribe to this channel for more. Thank you. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's at Vic Caesar. And you can follow ASD1674 also at Obina Wars. Thanks for staying with us.